Why do you want to post on YouTube? What do you even have to say that people will watch? Are you even good enough to post your videos? Maybe you should wait for a while and keep studying and practicing before you actually post a video. These are all things that have plagued my brain in the last year or so. And something happened the other day that really bugged me for the past few days. And I decided, you know what? I'll just turn the camera on and talk to you guys about it. So a few days ago, somebody posted a comment on one of my videos that basically said, Ricky, you're so good at what you do and you're so confident on camera that I can't do what you do because I'm not that good. And that really bothered me because everything I do, or at least I think I do, on my channel is all about just sharing with you guys all the different ways that you can post your content on YouTube. And I personally believe that everybody has a story to tell and has something to give the world, and they shouldn't be afraid to post. So when I got that comment, it really bothered me. And it made me start thinking. You know, I spend so much time on all my content thinking about the algorithm and other stuff, right? You know, everybody says you need to have quick videos that get to the point because people won't watch if you ramble on too long, or if the video's too long. People will drop off, your retention rate won't last. You know, there's all these things that I keep worrying about when I'm trying to make my videos. And it never once made me think that by doing all of those things, would I make people feel like they're not able to do what I do? Now, I'll tell you, by no means am I perfect. Because trust me, there's plenty of other YouTubers out there that have been doing this way longer than I have that could be looking at my channel and be like, oh, I could list out 20 things that you're doing wrong. But what I can tell you is I've come a long ways. Even on this channel itself, if you look back at some of the first videos that I posted a little over 100 days ago, you'll see a huge difference in the videos that I do now. Because I set a rule for myself that says I was going to keep learning and keep trying to figure out something new about YouTube every week with this channel. But if you looked back on some of my older stuff, you know, as you guys have heard me say, I've been posting to YouTube for a decade or better. But back then, I didn't really care about being on YouTube full time or any of those things. I just did a video because it was fun and it was creative, and I posted it. And most of the time it was just so that friends or family could see it and so that you could share some of the things that you had going. Whether it was a camping trip or my son and I backpacking across the Colorado Trail, you know, a lot of reasons that I'd post, but I really wasn't trying to make YouTube grow. It was just a fun pastime. I've really only started trying to actually grow my channel in the last year or so. And I've learned a lot of lessons when I've been trying to grow some older channels, which is why I decided to start the Pocket Creator channel, so I could share with people all that knowledge that I've gained. But to think that somebody thought that I had it all figured out and that they couldn't do the things that I did caused me to record this video here. This is as raw as you get. Moose and I are out camping in the beautiful mountains of Montana. I'm on a business trip for a couple of weeks and I got the weekend off, and so we decided to take off and do some trail running and come out here camping. And I'm sitting here enjoying myself, and it really made me think about that comment again. And so I just wanted to share with you guys that anybody who's watching this, and if you made it to this point, just know you don't have to have it all figured out. There are so many channels out there that aren't following any of the rules of the gurus. There's tons of channels that have horrible lighting, no microphones or professional audio, no scripts, that they're just recording stuff. And some of those channels have 50,000 subscribers or even hundreds of thousands. I saw one the other day that had over 1 million subscribers. And what that told me is that, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things that make a difference in what you're doing, and you should always be trying to better your content and better yourself. But none of that really matters when it comes to growing a channel. What it told me is that the content itself is what matters. Are you giving something or talking about something that's giving to others? Whether that's education or entertainment or just sharing wisdom or how-tos. Anything that's benefiting others, the views are just going to come. So the goal of my channel is really to just show you guys all the different ways. You know, as you see, I keep trying to find different locations, you know, show that you don't have to have fancy lighting or a studio. I also like to show you easy ways to do studio lighting, if that's what you're looking for, and just show you all the different ways that you can record content and put it out there. And I'm going to give it a whole lot of thought in the future about how I can make sure that you guys are seeing the imperfections. Because I promise you, there are plenty of imperfections in what I do. One of the things that I think I've shared with you guys in some of my past videos is that I have ADHD, which can cause its own challenges. You know, I don't always have necessarily control over my mind. And it's not always easy to grab the words that I know that's there and the information that I know that's there. You know, sometimes I'll be recording a video and I'll just space out. Maybe something else bugging me about work or life or something to that nature that keeps popping in my head, that keeps interrupting what I think I want to talk about. Which is why I script a lot. You guys have seen those videos. It helps keep me on track a little bit. It's not because I'm necessarily trying to be perfect. I am just trying to keep myself a little bit more on track and to keep me from going too rambly or being scatterbrained. But I forget in doing some of that, you know, and yeah, I've learned how to edit and learned how to edit out the pauses and the quiet moments because I think it's what I'm supposed to do. And so you guys don't always see all the craziness that goes on behind it and all the things that I'm missing out on and all the things that I'm messing up on. So today I just wanted to take a moment and share with you guys that I'm not perfect. I don't have all of this figured out. But I'm certainly trying. Because for me, it's all about sharing the message and just helping you guys know and learn the different things that I've learned on how to get your messages out. Because every one of you have something to say and to share with the world. So please take the time and get out there and record. You don't need anything fancy. Right now, I am recording this miles and miles and miles away from civilization. I have no cell service whatsoever, and I'm just recording it on my iPhone. Yeah, I have a mic so that I get decent quality audio, but you don't need that if you don't have it. Start with what you got and start recording. Share with the world your message. No matter how perfect you think you are, or no matter how imperfect you think you might be. We're all learning. We're all trying to figure this out. So hopefully this was beneficial for you guys to see the real me. To see the me that's not always perfect. Doesn't always get it right. Thanks for being with me on this journey. And hopefully I can help you on yours. See you guys on one of the next videos.